Ever wondered how piano YouTubers manage to play a song with falling notes and a black background? Today, I will show you how to create clean, professional-looking piano performance videos using a MacBook. The final result will include synced falling notes, high-quality audio, and a smooth green screen effect. Here's the equipment and software you will need. Number 1. Printer cable. This is one of the most important tools. It connects your digital piano to your laptop so it can send Midi data to your DAW or recording software. Number 2. Green screen or green fabric. This allows you to replace the background with a more creative or minimalist look, making your hands and piano stand out. It's pretty affordable if you don't already have one. Number 3. Tall tripod. You will need a sturdy tripod tall enough to mount above your piano and capture both the keys and your hands and the green screen clearly. Number 4. Lighting kit. Good lighting helps eliminate shadows and gives your video a polished and professional vibe. I don't recommend using outdoor light as it changes throughout the day and ends up ruining your green screen. If you can't afford the lighting kit, you can always use a black backdrop to cover any windows. Number 5. Adobe Premiere Pro, or any editing software you prefer. This is for editing your video, applying the green screen, and polishing the final result. Number 6. Garageband and SeeMusic. These apps are essential for recording your Midi and audio and adding the falling notes visualizer. Number 7. Piano VST, also known as Virtual Studio Technology. This is a plugin that enhances your piano sound. It's like opening a separate app within your DAW. I personally prefer using a VST because raw Midi doesn't sound great on its own. And finally, number 8. A camera or smartphone and a MacBook. These are essential to film your performance and run your software setup. All of this is linked in the description below. Start by setting up your camera or phone on a tripod directly above the piano. Then, open up your green screen and lay it out underneath the piano and your bench. Make sure it is visible in the background. For lighting, I like to turn off all other lights and use my phone's flash. That way, only the piano and my hands are lit. But I found out that it gives you pretty low quality. I highly recommend using a lighting kit. It's affordable and it makes your piano and hands stand out more. Next, connect your digital piano or keyboard to your Mac using the printer cable. Your final setup should look something like this. Open GarageBand or your favorite DAW and make sure your piano is recognized as a Midi and audio input. Set up one track. This will be used for your audio and Midi. Make sure whatever VST you are using is also set up. I provided a link in the description to free VSTs you can use. I use the Signed Piano VST. Do a quick test recording to make sure everything works and nothing's peaking. Then, record your full performance on both your camera and laptop. Play your recording back to make sure there's no cuts or glitches throughout the track. Once you're satisfied with this, you can now start exporting your files. Head over to the top left and click File. Make sure your clip is also selected on the track, otherwise it won't recognize it. Scroll all the way down to Add Region to Loop Library and click it. Here you can rename your Midi to whatever you want. After you do that, I recommend not worrying about any of the other settings as it could ruin your sound, and instead just click Create. GarageBand will automatically scan your entire Midi clip and try to get the Midi out and make it into a loop. In order to find this file, we first need to go to Finder. Head over to the left and click Recents. Then go to the top right corner and search whatever your file was named. Click on it and drag it to your desktop. We'll be needing that for later. After you relocated the file to your desktop, head over to this website. I will link it in the description as well. Basically what this website does is it converts your AIF file to a Midi file, which is what you want for SeeMusic. Once you're on this website, click Choose Files. Click the file that you exported from Garageband and press Open. After you do this, press Convert. You will see that it went to my Downloads folder on Google, but all you have to do is just click on it. There, it will pop up in your Downloads on Finder, and you could easily just drag it onto your desktop, and now you have your Midi file. For exporting audio, you want to do the same thing, but instead of going to File, we're going to go all the way to the right to Share. Click it and go all the way down to Export Song to Disk. Again, rename it whatever you want, and make sure it is clicked as a WAV file. Then you can hit Export. GarageBand will once again scan your file and try to get the audio out. Once that's done, you can easily go back to Finder and type in whatever your name of the audio file was, and you will find it in Finder. Drag it onto your desktop. Now, to keep things organized, I like to put everything in one single folder so that way stuff doesn't get lost all over my desktop. You can easily do this by going to File, New Folder, and renaming it whatever you want.
Open Premiere Pro or another video editor like DaVinci Resolve and create a new project. Import your video from your phone. You can either airdrop it to your laptop or upload it through Google Drive. Drag it into the timeline. Double check that your video fits horizontally. If not, go to Sequence and click Sequence Settings. Here, you want to switch the two numbers. After that, you could click Enter. Go to Effects, Effect Controls, and click Scale. Next, you want to rotate your video. You can do this by going to Effect Controls and go down to Rotation. Rotate it until it's good. Also make sure to scale it out, make it bigger. Now, go to Effect Controls on the bottom left. Click Effects. You want to search Ultra key now. Drag it onto your timeline. Go back to Effect Controls and you will see that it appeared in your left hand corner. Click the arrow tool or the pen tool and drag it onto your video. You will notice that it has turned black. If it's still a little white, you can always use matte generation to clean up your video. I recommend using the pedestal to do this. If it's still a little messy, you can always use the color wheel to change this. If you can't find the Lumetri color, go to Window, go to Workspaces, and click Lumetri color. Here, you can click this and scroll all the way down to color wheels and match. Now you can change the midtone, shadows, and highlights. After this, you can export. Change the settings to whatever you prefer, and then click Export. We are now ready to move on to SeeMusic. Now, open SeeMusic, which is linked in the description, and import three things: your video footage, your MIDI file, and the audio file.
Once you do this, SeeMusic will usually try to sync audio and Midi automatically. But if the sounds are off, go to audio settings and use the audio time offset slider to adjust this. This will take a lot of trial and error, but I promise it's worth it. Then, customize the visuals. You can change it to whatever color you want, as long as you drag it along. If your keyboard is also a little off, you can always go to video settings and adjust the cropping, positioning, and the scale. For more instructions with this app, please visit SeeMusic's official tutorial on how to work this app. I also provided it in the description. You can now export. If you bought the premium version, you'll be able to change more settings and have more freedom. I also recommend not boosting your volume more than 1, as it could ruin your audio. Once everything looks and sounds right, hit the green export button and hit render. Save it to your desktop. This last part is optional, but I like to add an end screen that says something like, "Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe." You can add these using Premiere Pro or any other editing software such as DaVinci Resolve. If you don't have Premiere, I highly recommend DaVinci. It's free and incredibly useful. There are tons of YouTube tutorials to help with adding text, transitions, and much more. I hope this tutorial was helpful. I'll also release a tutorial for Windows users and another one for using VSTs. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Good luck with the videos.